Hello everyone and welcome back to MadWorldTarot. And yes, I've been away for a couple of days. Well, not away, just busy at my desk. Didn't have any spare energy to do tarot, but I'm back today. I'm back with the Soulless Tarot because we have some interesting gossip to look at, and it comes from there's a Soulless Tarot. It's a very dark tarot, very dark topics that I'm going to be looking at today, so that's fair warning. They come from Bookworm 2, her YouTube channel, and her sources are telling her some interesting things that might indicate that the walls could be closing in on Harry and Meghan this month in a very serious way. Her sources tell her that the lawyers that work for Harry and Meghan are very worried that they might be dragged into legal proceedings, legal issues that Harry and Meghan are facing this month, very serious ones. And the one that I'm going to be looking at in this reading is to do with Meghan and alleged cybercrime. And that according to these sources, Meghan is being investigated for computer fraud, computer tampering, and even online death threats across state lines, so federal crime. In other words, this is all rumor and this is all allegedly, and we have to say, of course, that this is tarot. Very important that we know that it's just tarot and it's for fun and entertainment. It's all gossip. It's all my opinion here. It is all speculation. I test the energy of rumors like this to see what comes through the cards for me. And there is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below, and please read it. Please do your own research and please form your own opinions. And I would say that this is such a negative and such a dark story that it would be wonderful if not one word of it was true. Put it that way, because it is truly awful. Apparently these alleged death threats are through the Sussex squad. I don't know when exactly and in what context. I assume, or I speculate, that it was to do with the time when the Princess of Wales disappeared from the public eye for her cancer treatment, and there was lots of really disgusting gossip going around about her marriage, about all kinds of terrible things, and that I'm speculating it could be other contexts. I don't follow those people. I don't want really to have anything to do with that energy, as little as possible anyway. And allegedly, according to these sources, the connection with Meghan is that they were paid through Archewell, and it seems that Archewell is possibly going to be investigated, or is being investigated, among others, by the IRS. They've got a big day today. They've got to submit their returns today, I think, and explain where that missing 6 million went, among other things. So anyway, that's the context. I've got the Soulless Tarot on the tarot table. We're going to have a look at this. We're going to ask if Meghan is indeed being investigated for some kind of computer-related or online-related crime. She, of course, very big and very loud about online bullying and online hate and all that kind of stuff. She and Harry have really made it their thing, their cause célèbre, and it would be ironic if Meghan herself was involved in the kind of behavior that she accuses others of, don't you think? Wouldn't it be ironic, or isn't it ironic? So we're going to ask if she's being investigated. We're going to ask what the connection with the Sussex squad is and the hate against the Princess of Wales. Just generally, I want to know if Prince William is behind this alleged investigation. He has been seen a couple of times visiting the GCHQ, the sort of spy centre in the UK. And mysteriously, I want to know how worried Meghan is about this alleged investigation, and I want to know what's going to happen to her. Is anything going to come out about this, or is this all just rumor and gossip, unsubstantiated, that is going to go nowhere? So I think I've covered everything I need to cover. Very interesting video, worth going and having a watch if you haven't already. And let's see where we are. There she is. She's shown up as our underlying energy. The little 6-card reading I'm doing here. Underlying energy is Meghan, the theatre and the drama and the attention, the Queen of Wands, the fire sign woman. She's showing up. So yeah, it's all about her. She's upright. She's in her power, in her glory days there, our Queen of Wands. So it's not really giving me any extra information, that Queen of Wands. It's just telling me it's about her and possibly her need for attention and dominance and drama. So the first question is the situation that we are dealing with, a descriptor for the situation. We've got the World in reverse. That's an interesting card. It is about real publicity. It's about successful outcomes, closing a chapter down that's you've done very well at. You've achieved all your goals, and you can move on to the next thing because you've done it successfully. You've mastered whatever you've needed to master, and everybody has seen the success of the thing, but it's in reverse. So a couple of things. It's in reverse. It's the potential for being hidden, for being secretive about things, that instead of them being out and about in the public eye, they are hidden. The world has acquired that energy for me as a tarot reader. I have to make that disclaimer. It's also about failure. If something was tried, and perhaps while the Princess of Wales was out of the public eye because she was so ill, and Meghan was hoping for attention, hoping for her moment in the sun, hoping possibly that Catherine was going to disappear permanently because of the state of her marriage, or even worse. There were much worse rumors about her and what had happened to her in those days and months. That was Meghan's opportunity to shine and take the public stage. They went off and did their 4 royaling tours, and she tried various things. She tried to launch American Riviera Orchard. It all failed, and that World card in reverse is a card of failure, apart from my spidey senses that tell me it's about hidden activity as well, that the world's eyes are not on, or possibly wouldn't even believe if they knew. And I think we're in that realm at the moment, given some of the other things that are going on in the world that people are possibly struggling to come to grips with, the Diddy situation and so on. So that's the general context of this reading. The World card in reverse, failure to succeed at what she was trying to do. So I want to know if she is being investigated. Is there any energy around that rumor? I've got the Knight of Swords, and it would be a yes for me. The Knight of Swords is fast moving energy. It's lawyers, Knights of Swords, very much legal minds, very intelligent, very insightful, very precise energy with that Knight of Swords, very strategic, very intelligent, shrewd. It tells me that there are people that might be investigating, and it might have come on her quite suddenly that this happened. It's not up a level to king. So it's not somebody who is very high status, that would be a judge, that would be government kind of a person, that kind of situation. But it tells me that it's more behind the scenes energy, this Knight of Swords. People doing due diligence, people checking things, inquiring, listening, putting 2 and 2 together, that kind of energy, Knight of Swords. It's got a big energy of surprise around it. Because it's a very fast moving energy, the Knight of Swords. Knights are all about action, and the Knight of Swords is really surprise, shocking almost, swooping in when you least expect it. And so I think that there is some energy around that particular allegation. So that's that. Let's look at the squaddies and what they might have been up to with regard to the Princess of Wales. And this rumour is about alleged death threats, a very unsavoury, incredibly dangerous and toxic if this is true. And we've got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is something that grows and expands. It's not necessarily a nefarious card, but threes are about groups, group activity, group enterprises. So it's telling me that there is something in this story about people passing the torch almost, the way that this card is drawn, the artwork in this card, handing on to someone else. And it's interesting that the way this is described by Bookworm in her video is that it wasn't Meghan directly doing this, but paying others to do it on her behalf. So that's at arm's length, that's a third party energy. And the Three of Wands is one of the cards that is to do with overseas energy, because traditionally the person in the Rider-Waite Three of Wands is a person standing looking out to sea and looking at the ships that are coming and going, the cargo, the expectations of something expanding and growing. And this alleged investigation is to do with crossing state lines, as I say, federal and possibly also an international aspect to it. So I've got energy that can possibly back that that rumor up. It is a rumor, and all of this is rumor, of course, and all of this is my opinion, of course. So is Prince William involved in this at all? This is coming from him, coming from England. I've got the Tower, and it's in reverse. I do think so. I do think so. This is it's ferocious energy. It's shock. It's that energy, the Knight of Swords. What I was trying to articulate in that Knight of Swords has now shown up with the Tower, which has burned the place down. It's absolutely ferocious energy. It is tear the whole thing down, destroy it. And it's extra for me because the card is in reverse. It's coming, the shock, the awakening that is in the Tower energy. The lightning strikes that Tower, which is the lightning of revelation and shock. Sudden awakening, sudden awareness, sudden realization that you can't escape this energy, and it's going to burn this whole building down. It's going to tear it down and destroy it. It's savage energy. I can't express how savage that energy is in that Tower card, and it's coming from a very high place. That lightning is coming from up on high, out of the blue. That bolt of lightning strikes that Tower and just destroys it. And so, yeah, I'm asking, and that's the answer that I'm getting. And so I have to say, my opinion, my reading of the cards, there is an energy that's coming through, as I say, a ferocious energy that's coming through, in my opinion, from that quarter. So is Meghan worried, or is she convinced she's going to be able to brazen it out and be unscathed? She's got away with a lot. I've got the Four of Pentacles. There is the fire in the background. How interesting that there is the fire, and here she is. There she is, and she's sitting pretty as far as she's concerned. She thinks that she's in control of the situation, even though the place is burning up behind her. She is still calm. The Four of Pentacles is being in control. That she thinks that she's got a grip on this. She's okay. She's got a grip on her status, on her money, on her security, on Archewell, on all of that. She is not worried. But we can see, because we can see the bigger picture, we can see the lightning striking, we can see the flames, we can see this Queen of Wands who really is unmoved by what is going on, doesn't believe that this fire is coming for her. How interesting. Will it reach her? Outcome. What's going to happen to her? She's going to get away with it, as she's got away with so much. And I've got the Four of Cups, It's in reverse. It's far too insignificant an energy for me. It's not the kind of outcome that if we're looking for justice, if we believe the story or potentials of the story, the Four of Cups is apathy, indifference, somebody who's not really very motivated or not really fussed about what's going on. It's in reverse. And for me, the Four of Cups in reverse is somebody who wants a fresh start. Give me another chance. I threw it all away with that Four of Cups. I exited. I rejected all the offers of kindness and support and whatever else that were given to me. And now, please, can I have it again? This is not the energy of someone whose world is about to collapse. Despite the fact that we have the Tower here, I don't think that whatever is going on now is going to be the takedown that many people are hoping for, and many people think that Meghan deserves. Not with that Four of Cups. I think there is enormous potential in that Four of Cups in reverse for her to weasel her way out of whatever is going on and come back with her begging bowl and please let me back into the royal family, or please let me be an A-list celebrity, or let's wipe the slate clean. It's very narcissistic. It's very after the narc collapse, the bounce back, nothing, oh, that never happened, I didn't do that, wasn't me, nothing to do with me, and on she goes. So it's not a very satisfying outcome. The cards generally aren't big enough in this reading for me to think, here comes the end. Even though I've got this amazing energy that's coming at her from that quarter, she really doesn't feel that it's going to take her down, and I tend to agree. Let's just ask if the squaddies are going to go down for this and Meghan's going to get away with it. So I just want to know, are the squaddies in trouble? That card came flying out really quickly. Let's see what it says. It's the Nine of Wands and it's in reverse. They could be. They could be the ones that go down. It's the card of boundaries, self-protection, separating yourself, ring fencing yourself, keeping trouble at bay. We've got the fire again potentially in this card, and the fire is getting this person stuck. It's rather an unpleasant energy. It's in reverse. When the Nine of Wands is in reverse, you can't, that boundary that you thought was protecting you and separating you from your troubles has gone, and you are defenseless, you're vulnerable, you fall down. Literally, it could be that the fire takes them down, but not her. She might still have that bubble of protection around her because of who she's married to. So I don't think this is the end of the story. I don't think it's the final chapter. And I say that because the World card is in reverse. So that means that the story has got some energy in it still. It's got more to be written, more to be told about this whole situation. So don't despair, but I think this chapter she is going to get away with it. I'm not so sure though about the squaddies. There might be some big names that go down with the cards that are on this table. There it is. That's the first reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.